Hello, my name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Collective. Those of you guys who have been watching my channel know that it is crunch time for me. My baby will be here in less than 6 weeks. So, things are getting crazy. They're heating up. There's so much to do around here. So I have not had as much time to game hunt as I normally do, just because there's been so much to do. When I do go hunting, I haven't had a ton of time to really film. I'm also back in the office at work, so I don't have as much time on my lunch breaks as I would like. Having said that, I do want to show you guys what I did find. So I have this little stack here. It's a small stack of 2 Vita games and 2 PS5 games. I either bought these online or I didn't record myself picking them up. So to start, I ended up picking up this copy of God Eater 2 Rage Burst for the Vita. This is the Japanese version. Paid $3.50 for this on Amazon. It is complete and it looks great. It's a great copy. That's why I love Japanese games, because they just are in great shape. Next, we got a copy of X-Blaze Code Embryo for the Vita. This I paid $14.99 for on eBay. It is sealed, and I'm looking at this as an investment for the future. Vita stuff is already crazy. It's through the roof right now, and I'm just anticipating it continuing to rise. So I'm going to try and find a few things like this to add to the collection now as an investment for the future. Now, also picked up a few a few PS5 games here. I actually never heard of one, and one's kind of just a filler game, but I couldn't resist this. I found this Steelbook, Beyond a Steel Sky, and this is sealed. I ended up paying $34.79 for this, because that's what GameStop had it listed for on their website. I don't know why. It's a weird number, but of course I'm going to pick that up. It's a great game to add to the collection. I'm really looking forward to giving this a shot. And then I also picked this up because it's $9.99 from Amazon when I ordered God Eater, and that's 3D Mini Golf Remastered. Now, I'm always on the lookout for this GS2 Games, because they just put out the weirdest stuff, man. I'm telling you, this is one of those games that's like the chicken shoot and all that other stuff. I gotta try it just to say I did. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive in and I will show you the things that I actually found out hunting in the wild. The first stop I want to show you guys is my favorite pawn shop. It's one that I hit all the time. They always have something for me, and the more you go, the more you create a relationship with the guys that work in these stores, the better deals they're going to give you. So the first time I went, you're going to see a copy of Mario Sports Mix in like a black case, but I ended up switching it out for a different case, and it looks much better in this one. I love this game, and it's so cool to add it to my collection. Anytime I get a Mario game, you know I'm happy. And then in addition, I found a bunch of games here, and I paid $5 a piece for these. I picked up this copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and the reason that I wanted this was because it was a clean Platinum Hits case. Now, you can see that I've since replaced it with the case that held my Def Jam Fight for New York, so that has a better case. But this will definitely sell. It's complete. It's got the maps in here. It's got everything. It's really cool. $5. Totally worth it. Then I picked up this copy of Spec Ops The Line. This was also $5. This one is going to get sold for sure. And it is also complete. Looking good. Then we got a $5 copy of Forza Motorsport 6. See, it still even had this. Looks like somebody probably hasn't even played it. But yeah, this one will go as well. I'm not huge on the Forza games. And this was the craziest thing of all, guys. This was $5. And you know me, when I saw this, like I was losing my mind. But it's NCAA Basketball 10. But unfortunately, when you open it up, it's got God of War 3 in it. Now, they still gave me this for $5. This case might fetch me about $15. So either way, I'll have made my money back on this lot with the stuff that I got. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Again, it's nothing crazy, but it's just a few little things here and there. Next, I hit a store called Born to Game. It's down in Middletown, Delaware. I go there every now and then. It's usually where I pick up some high-end stuff, and this time did not disappoint. Now, I didn't film in there, but I did film outside of the store, and I'm gonna let past me tell you what I found. All right, so I didn't get the film inside the store, but I just went into Born to Game here in Middletown, Delaware. It's mostly a D&D store, but I found some like crazy stuff. Everything that I picked up, it ended up, the total was like 170-ish, but they ended up working with me. The dude in there is he's super cool. Works with me every time. I ended up getting them down to about 130 for all of this stuff. So first of all, I got, and again, the price tag on them, it doesn't match what I actually paid. But to start, this is the cheapie Virtual Bart. This is 10 bucks. It's like a $25 cart. So really good on that. We picked up, I don't even know how to say this. This you're gonna rip me up. The 3, I paid 25 was what was on the sticker, but I paid less than that. Obviously, it's like a $38 or so game. Then we got this. This game has been shooting up like crazy. Xenoblade Chronicles X. It had a $40 price tag on it, but I obviously got it for less than that. I'm gonna have to figure out what that was for my cost here. And these are the two big winners. Number 1, we got Wings of War for the Genesis. This is something like, I don't know, like a 110, 120 to 150, depending on the day. Genesis stuff goes up and down, but this is a very, very good game to pick up for that price. It had $44 on it. I'm definitely gonna make my money back on this one. This one I may actually keep because this is pretty nuts, but I got Spider-Man for the Master System. It had a $50 price tag on it, and this is going for, there's some up on eBay right now going for in the 300 some range right now. So I don't know what this is exactly worth, but definitely more than what I paid for it. Again, all this stuff right here, it was 130. Easily worth it. Easily worth it. I will make my money back on this and probably get to keep some of the cool stuff. All right, on to the next. And next up, I want to actually show you 2 different stops that I made at 2nd and Charles. It's, again, one of my favorite stores to go to. I always find something there. The first stop, I ended up going with my dad for a little bit. And the first game that he picked up, he said, what about this one? And it was Knights of Azure, however you say it. It was 20 bucks. I fortunately have already sold that game for about 50 plus shipping. So way to go, Dad. It was a good find. My second stop was actually today. I'm on their text list, so I got a text today about a sale that was 22% off anything over 100, but you have to spend at least 100. So of course I'm gonna go check it out, and I found myself a little stack here that I'm gonna show you guys. I picked up some cool PS1 games. I picked up a Sega Genesis game that's gonna sell for me. I picked up some really cool DS games, one really good DS game that I'm looking forward to popping up on eBay to make some of my money back. And then actually a Super Nintendo game that has been on my list for a while that I'm super excited to have picked up. So now that you guys have kind of seen some of the footage, you see what I found, let's just dive into it. So first of all, let me get this out of the way. This is my second attempt at filming this particular segment because let me see where I just put it because I was so mad. This is such a disappointment, but I picked up a copy of Bleach Soul Resurrection here. This is why you always check inside your cases, because I open it up and it's empty. I'm actually going to show you my face on camera because I caught it and it made me really sad. You're probably seeing it right now. It's just really sad because I paid 20 for this and I could have flipped it for around 35, 40, but that's neither here nor there. But let's dive into what I did find that's actually good. I checked the rest, it's all here. So we got a copy of Nostalgia for the DS. This is about a $50 game. They were asking $34.95, but I ended up paying around $27-ish for it. So I will double up on this one right here. Really good deal. Including that game, I ended up paying about $93 for everything, but I'll get 20 back. So maybe like what? I don't know. Math isn't my thing. 73. So either way, super good deal. So this will help get a good chunk of that money back. Then this is the game that was actually on my list. I'm really excited to pick this up. It is Killer Instinct for the Super Nintendo. I ended up paying about $11 for this. It's not an amazing copy, but you know, you can see there's some like label damage, but I think I can live with it. It's okay for 11 bucks. Super cool. Then right as I was getting ready to leave, I found these couple of DS games. I picked up a copy of Super Mario 64 DS, which has also been on my list, and Mario Party DS. Now these guys were 10 bucks a pop. Really good deal for these. I'm super pleased to be adding them to the collection for sure, because my DS collection is actually really small. 3DS is a little bit bigger, but that's super cool for me. And this is the part of the collection. Actually, let me do this. I found this copy of Sonic 2 for $7.50, but I ended up paying around maybe $5 for it. Complete in box. Look at that. I mean, the manual is not in great shape, but I will definitely be able to like double up on this at least make $10, $15 back, something like that. So there's my other chunk right there. And this is the part that really surprised me. PlayStation 1 games, they can either be super expensive or super cheap. So this thankfully was super cheap. A lot of these I ended up paying around $3 for. First of all, we got Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit. Again, complete, around $3 for this one. Then we got Robotron X. Now this is about a $16 game, and I paid, again, around $3 for it. So this one will probably get added to the collection. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how I feel. Then we got a copy of Gunfighter, The Legend of Jesse James. Also maybe about $4, something like that. Super good deal on that. And then, of course, one that I don't have but I've always wanted. It's Tomb Raider 2, the greatest hits version. Maybe about $5 on this one as well. $5.50, something like that. But again, all of this stuff is super cheap. And whatever I'm able to add to the collection out of this, I will. And of course, I will flip the rest in order to make my money back. Now, that's really all that I have to show you guys this week. I really appreciate you stopping by again to check out what I picked up and to hang out. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out here. You can like, comment, and subscribe if you like this stuff, or you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram at The Retro Gaming Collective. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free. I'm also going to post a copy of my eBay link in my description below. If you guys see anything that you like, let me know that you're a subscriber. And of course, I always try to work a deal with you guys, because without you, none of this is possible. But until next time, guys, thank you so much and happy hunting.